Welcome to another YouPoker Academy lesson. In this lesson we're going to talk about converting outs into equity calculations. Now your equity is defined as the percent of the time you're going to win the hand. You know, if you've got a flush draw, your equity, you know it's about 33%, 35%. But how do you get that number? And the answer is really simple. We can use a tool called Poker Stove. There's an entire lesson on using Poker Stove to calculate your equity. But in this case, we're just going to use it to count our outs. So let's say we have a hand that is a flush draw. We have the ace, well, let's not do the ace king, let's do the ace 2 on a 3 jack. So we've got a flush draw here. Well, let's not do the 5, let's do the 8. Okay, you've got a flush draw here on an ace 2 on a 3 jack 8 board. So you go to Poker Stove, you put in your ace clubs, 2 of clubs, and your opponent obviously has 2 cards. You put in 3 of clubs, jack of clubs, 8 of diamonds. Now, we know from a previous lesson that in this hand we have 9 outs for the flush draw and probably 3 outs for the ace, but those are only partial outs because we're not sure the ace is going to make us the best hand. So you know that we probably have about 2 outs for the ace and 9 outs for the flush draw. It gives us a total of 11 outs. Now the rule of 4 says that if we were to get all in right here, we would win the hand a percentage of the time equal to our outs times 4. We have 11 outs times 4 is 44%. So if I just hit evaluate, well, I have to put in a hand for this guy against Queen Jack because we know that we need to catch the ace or the flush draw to beat this hand. We should win about 44% of the time. It's just a rough estimate, it won't be exact. See here it's 45, but it's close enough in the game to estimate. Let's do another quick hand. Say we've got the, let's take the 8 out. Let's go and put a 10 out there too. Say we've just got a queen and a king. So we know if we catch a jack, we're going to win. But in this hand, we're going to give our opponents the, let's do the 10, 9. So they already have 2 pairs. So the king and the queen are not going to be outs for us. I'm just going to put the king of spades, queen of clubs, and for the board, we're going to do 10 of clubs, well, 10 of clubs, 9 of clubs, 8 of diamonds. So here we know we've got 4 outs for the jacks. And that's all we're going to have. But we're also going to have to survive a 10 or a 9 coming on the river. 4 outs for the jacks times the rule of 4 is about 16%. But we're actually going to be a little bit less than 16%. So let's go in and click evaluate. Here it says we've got 23%. That's because we've got a backdoor flush draw. Let's go ahead and take that out, make it king of diamonds. Should be closer to 16% now. Well, 23%, a little bit more than 16, but still good enough for an estimation. We don't have very good equity here when we're drawing against the 2 pair. On the other hand, if our opponent, instead of having 10-9, had something like 10, let's just say 10-4, we've got a lot more equity because now our kings and queens are both out. So now we've got 40% equity. But we give them 2 pair, and our equity drops significantly to, you know, just 22, 23%. All right. That's basically all you need to know to calculate your equity from your number of outs at the table, and knowing what your equity is good because it tells you how much, what pot odds you need and how small your stack has to be to get all in with a hand. That's it for this Poker Academy lesson. Thanks for watching and good luck.